Hello, my friends. Hello, 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 hello. I'm gonna take you outside. It is Friday, and oh, Betty's going in. Betty is going in. I'm just going to take you outside and sit with you a little bit here, and continue my talk. I always see if the neighbor's there because that old school me is a little shy sometimes, which is, I don't know. What is shyness? What is everything? My friends that are here with me right now are at my channel, are with me on my channel. Life is so, I don't know, today I have many thoughts. I'm really hypersensitive, as if you haven't figured that out right now, and I embrace that so much, and there's nothing more. Oh, I love my sensitivity, and I am embracing it, and I love that. I love that my energy it bounces from one thing to the next, and that I have multi kind of, my moods are like changing all the time, and I watch that flow, and I watch myself, and I'm in the best place I've ever been. And at the same time, it's really interesting because this, you know, I speak about competition and comparison and my ego and all of this. It's like I am not my ego. I am not my ego, and I really don't, I express that more and more because I'm just not this person or this personality that's been created from all these circumstances that has brought me to this day. Like I don't feel any need to have to achieve or to be validated or approved by others. Like, you know, it's really a beautiful experience within myself to come up to realize all of this. And these, the human drama or the emotion of the negative emotions that are labeled negative, or that are labeled, you know, dire, and they're sad, and you feel drama and trauma and you know, others, and people pleasing, and all of this kind of these I don't know, made up egoistic views of life, and all of that stuff is just subsiding. And I don't know where I'm in a point where I'm just falling in love with not knowing what is going to happen with me. And because what I used to chase before was approval of other people, and approval of like, and validate me, and you know, all that thing. And like I come to realize that I really don't need anything to continue this existence, I think, and that's kind of perhaps a rare thing. But should it be rare? I don't know. It doesn't matter, because it is my journey, and it's like I'm here with this. And so it's so relieving to not need the approval, and not need the jobs, or to be, you know, approved by my work, or you know, or by others. I think it's just something I chased my whole life because I wanted to feel like I belonged, and belonged to what? I mean, you know, to society, and for them to validate me, and all this seems to be part of this journey of mine that I'm really like, it doesn't serve me anymore. I got really exhausted from the charade. When it became conscious, I think, when it became conscious, I became much more aware of my consciousness, and the awareness, and the observer effect, observing myself, and observing and responding, and being, and how I want to be, and no more victimhood. There's like no more victimhood, regardless of what I choose to do. Like, I don't know, like, I'm not going to beat myself up about anything. Like, it's just simply like that. And I look out at life, and I look at all of the, you know, what used to be, and how life is. Like, I have a certain perspective at 52. Like, I just didn't have social media before, or the internet that connects and opens up the world in some ways, which I'm so grateful for. And it also, you know, it opens up the world to see I don't know, the dark and the light even more so, which is so part of us, and like all of that stuff is going to rise and fall, and that dark and light is going to show up in our existence all the time. And like I don't, when I meet people and people are that I perceive them to be egoistic or really involved in their egos, in the sense of like, that they don't they project this like, don't come near me, is not the kind of people that I just basically want to be around. And there are all kinds of people like that in the world, and what I'm realizing is that I don't particularly want to spend time with those kind of people. And it's not a judgment, it's like it's a preference, like because I perceive them, in my own perception, is to perceive them as unapproachable, and I don't want that kind of people in my life. But that doesn't mean there's any hatred in my heart or any kind of thing. I just come to realize that, and that's just accepting that we all have different journeys, and we're on our own journeys in life, and where do they go, and what do you chase, and what do you want to be, and who do you want to be. And I'm interested in so much more openness and vulnerability in myself and others, and I relate so much to that because I really get down to owning my authentic self, and more so, and also my ego, and allowing all of that stuff to just flourish under this kind of approach to my life, or whatever. I don't know. I have no concern about validation and approval, and I don't know where this will go. Like, I'm in a very vulnerable place right now, but I'm owning that, and I'm just really good. I'm good because I know that I trust that and I know that the universe co-creates with me, and that I am not my ego, and I'm not this person, and I'm just showing up and just doing my thing, and creative insights come, and I just do, and I follow impulses to create just my playfulness, and like I'm really, really, really content with that. A really wonderful feeling for myself. And the whole thing about reputation and sharing myself, I've said it a lot, but this is what I work through, and this is my person. Because when someone starts to expose themselves, or to allow themselves to be free and to share, be free, especially today in the social media, because there's not anything that's such as perfection, because everything teaches us, and this need of approval, or this kind of reputation that I may have thought at one point that I had, because to be seen as this altogether person, and I don't really know what that means altogether. And the illusion of fear of opening yourself up and allowing people to relate to you on many different levels is part of my exploring here in my journey of life, and I find that so incredibly rewarding for me. And I've never been here at this place before, so reputation is absolutely not any concern of mine. Of like, if I don't get a job, I've said this a few times, because it's really important for me, I think, at the moment, to recognize and realize that, and to maybe to inspire others, I don't know, by being my authentic self, because there's less suffering. There's, perhaps the ideas or thoughts of suffering arises because I'm not, I don't know, the old conditioned mind is really something really weird. Interesting and weird, and I feel like there's something that's recorded, something that I feel like my ego wants me to relate to. You know what I mean? To relate to, like, you have to listen to this head of, and I'm thinking like I just really don't feel like I want to listen to this head, and I want to get more out of my head, in the sense of like, because it's just more of a productive way of living, and more happier states are experienced, and happiness is the journey, not the destination. That old cliche thing that people say, but it is really, for me, true, because I'm living that, and I'm just living it. And it's not, I'm not here for you to applaud me or anything. It's absolutely the opposite of that, because I don't need that. I don't need the applause for myself, or but I'm literally letting go of all of of everything. Like we're letting go of every moment, of every kind of thing, and you know, like with less judgments or labels of any situation or person or I don't know, even preference and opinion. I don't know where all this leads basically, but it leads to something much more productive in myself and my living, and it's my prerogative, my prerogative to live how I want to live. And something had taught me earlier in my life that it wasn't, you know, that I must follow this because certain systems are created to promise you salvation, I guess, in a way, and they don't work, and none of them have worked for me. They're more controlling and manipulating, and I don't know, I guess just I know that by being this, choosing to be myself and opening up myself and listening to other people, it is really a beautiful thing, and I have such beautiful authentic relationships with people who are I mean online and also in my real life, you know, because my social media isn't different from myself, you know. I don't yeah, how can you say, in my real life also too, I have beautiful relationships with beautiful people, and virtual relationships. Just that's this day and age, and it teaches me a lot of things. So if you're here sharing with me and feel odd or feel weird or feel vulnerable because you have stepped outside of your comfort zone and to allow yourself to be seen in all your glory and to have your freak flag fly, which I love it. I love you so much, and I love your daringness and your vulnerability. And regardless of whatever label it is attached to, I say this to myself, to any kind of behavior or anything like that, of like, you know, your sharings, and if the thought arises that who does he think he is, or who does she think she is, by being this free and allowing themselves to speak and to give. That is so interesting that that kind of construct would be controlling for a long time, because you're to be good, people are to be seen and not heard. And I think, I don't know, that was something that affected me, and it's so just there. And you know, all this kind of conditional things is not reality for me. So of all of you that are here and that I resonate with, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for the support, and I give it right back to you, and you'll never feel alone. And those who you share all the whole spectrum of emotions out on social media, I think is a really great thing. And you know, I don't know, feeling vulnerability is a way, and then it's not so scary anymore because it's authentic and it's real, and no one can take that away from you. And it's one of the most beautiful things. And it seems like a conspiracy sometimes, like the world just doesn't want you to know that, because you're much more powerful within yourself than we've been taught, because we're supposed to follow the herd. I don't know. At least it's something to ponder, and you don't have to agree with me, because we're not here to agree. We're just here to have respect and to take our own journeys. So anyway, I don't know where this will lead. I don't know. I don't really care where it leads. I just know that I'm good and I'm happy, and I love myself. And I love all of you who love yourselves and express. I love all people. No requirement. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. Bye.